everybody, it's Jenn with Lady Tarot 911. How are you? It has been a minute and a half maybe, a little longer than a minute, and poof, I'm back. Left in December and had some major transformation in my life that I am truly grateful for, but this has been the biggest pull for me, is to come back again. I come back and I leave, and I come back and I leave, and I can't leave again. This is it for me. I can't leave again. So I've made some physical changes since the last time in December, and I've made emotional, location, you name it, job changes, and I am in the best place I have ever been in my entire life. And if I continue to talk about it, I'll get emotional. I am so grateful to be here to help you, and I'm supposed to be here to be authentic and to tell my story, to help you with your story, and to help those that I can. I am here to help you because I am paying it forward. Hopefully I can bring answers. If you've been going through a spiritual awakening, they're rough and scary and lonely. Couple interesting points that I want to point out. One is we're going to talk about the lonely road, and I think that that's probably what this is going to be titled, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. I was really pushed to come on today, and it's not coincidence or irony, but it is so synchronistic that we are having the new moon in Leo, which is about getting out there, for you to get out there, tell your story, and to forge your path, to give of yourself how you want to give of yourself, and yet protect yourself and go inward when you need to do that. Mercury is about thoughts and travel and this mentality of going inward, yet it's also about outwardly speaking. So bringing up truths, things coming back around and telling things that maybe weren't told before, speaking feelings that weren't spoken before. Mercury in Leo. Leo is the showstopper of the zodiac, basically that really out there energy, and it's a leader, it's a fire sign, along with Aries and Sagittarius, that is very driven to do. So when you're talking about Mercury in Leo, in retrograde, the outwardness of Leo will also be an inwardness of the retrograde things we say, truths versus keeping things hidden, or maybe thinking before we speak, or not bringing things up from the past, but really introspecting about ourselves, not just saying things to say things. Something that needs to be said, or somebody needs to say something to you, or even just like getting yourself out there, getting your channels going again, getting back on your channels, coming back around, you know, if you've been gone a while. The other thing is lonely road. That stood out to me. I have been on a lonely road for quite a while, for many years. It has been the best thing for me. It has brought me to who I am today. My daughter took me to the Post Malone and Jelly Roll concert. We went with a bunch of friends, and it was one of the best nights of my life. I love Jelly Roll because he connects with people to help them. I know that's his mission through his music. My absolute favorite song that I've listened to all summer is Lonely Road by MGK and Jelly Roll. It is so true, you know. It has been a ghost town in my life, but it's allowed me to think. Maybe that's the message today that I'm supposed to talk to you about, is something regarding this introspection that's happening because of the Mercury retrograde in Leo, and also lonely road. They kind of go hand in hand if you are on a lonely road. I'm here to help validate the fact that you might be lonely, but you're not alone. Whether you have that confidence, believe in yourself, or whether you are working on loving yourself, that's what this journey is about, self-love. Let's go ahead and clear the space, and I want to get going on your read. That song is so powerful when, you could have a million people around and still feel lonely. If that's you, I'm here to help validate that things will be okay. I'm in the best place in my life, and yet I've been the loneliest I've ever been. Even though I have my children, they have their own lives, and I try to allow them that space. We do things all the time together, but I want them to live their lives as well. It's been Nala and I, and it's been bittersweet. There is going to be a line drawn around 8/8, which is Lionsgate. Things are going to change drastically if they haven't already. There's a shifting point or a turning point that I've been able to study I want you guys to be aware of that, and we'll talk more about that as it gets closer. But all right, show us the beginning message. What do you want the collective to know at this time? Clear your energy, just what I did. Refuel your energy and reclaim your power. This is, again, about Leo, right? Your power. Leo is the most powerful sign. It's the lion. It's the most powerful sign in the zodiac. So take a vacation. So somebody could be going somewhere. Time to escape all of your life obligations, to recharge yourself. And crown chakra. Somebody's crown chakra is out of balance, which is our third eye. It's at the bottom. Have fun again. This has been something that has been hard for me to grasp, because it doesn't feel like fun when you're alone. It doesn't feel like fun when you have issues. It doesn't feel fun when you don't think that life's going so hot. But I'm here to tell you that night was like life-changing for me, because I actually had so much fun. So here where I live, the venue broke records for us as the biggest venue in the state ever. It was massive. It was exciting. It was an incredible show, and it was also just so life-changing and poignant in myself. It was the first time I had been out like that in a really long time. It did recharge me, and this is saying that maybe give some thought to, if you can, pulling yourself away, even for like a staycation. Go hang out with somebody that you maybe, have a good time with, and that things can be light and not so heavy. Someone here is out of balance when it comes to third eye. They're not listening to their intuition. Let's look at that. So what's going... Actually, if we pull to these cards, and look, crown chakra, so is purple. So there could be a soul contract here that maybe somebody is not understanding. Maybe somebody is very confused. They've been confused for a while, I'm hearing. And there it is again, their soulmate. That was at the bottom. I try not to pick up the ones that are left. I mean, when I first start shuffling, these cards are kind of messy. I see some of them I miss, but... So there's a reconciliation, and what's this other one? Forgiveness. This goes along with the energy as well. Mercury in retrograde, just like in the word, the in the retrograde, it means to redo or recycle or come back around. There could be somebody who might want to be coming back around, a soul connection, a soul tie with you, to ask for forgiveness for some past mistakes. This could be anybody or anything, that has a connection to you, a tie to you. That could be family, that could be relationship, a friend. It has to do with, their soul contract again, okay, and passion. Third energy, there could be some type of argument, or there was some type of interference in a negotiation, a contract, some type of soul contract, something somebody else chose, and that says what it could be in regards to. Now, I want you to notice these cards, right, are not, and then we'll use that too, trust, because I showed it, trust issues, right? So we'll use that. But I want you to see that these cards are not all purple, but yet, look at this. Every one of these that we brought out had like a majority of that color. So look at all those purple. Those are all the cards that I brought out, the purple and pink, right? So we're talking some serious introspection. And crown is your third eye, your intuition. Somebody didn't use their intuition and they went a different direction. We had reconciliation, right? And soulmate and forgiveness. I'm hearing that you were really hurt. You were drugged down to this place that you had never gone before, the depths of the pain that was caused from this betrayal or betrayals. It could be because of this. It makes me think that this was a relationship. This is the first one. So soulmate. So out of all that shuffling, I got soulmate and soul contract again on that split. That's funny. Somebody in your life allowed somebody else, because interference could also be any type of distraction that takes their energy away from you. It caused you to have a very broken heart and not trust. I'm hearing like there could have been trust that not only is there mistrust from not being able to trust them for the betrayals, but trust in whatever it was that was broken. So if it was a relationship, trust in relationships. If it was love, trust in love. If it's finances, trust people with your finances. If it's, with your family or with your kids, trusting people, trusting their word. I'm hearing just broken promises over and over and over, repeating, recycling. So let's go off that then. So what is the information that you want me to give to the collective? How can I help the collective the best at this time? Oh, geez. Okay, split it at Hermit. So going within, 3 of Cups, celebration, friendship, fun, reunion, indulgence, happy. Indulgence. Indulging too much caused a betrayal. Happy, support circle, third parties. So friends, drinking, partying became maybe something that was, or just having a good time despite whatever pain was caused by it, or indulging in things that were pulling either your person or this person, their focus on protecting and providing reciprocity in your relationship, right? Okay, so so they know their situation. It bugs me that I give you guys, I'm not a typical, so that was, can you guys see that? Like, when I shuffle, there's cards that do that little number to me, right? So that's why I grab them, just so you know. But it bugs me that that I tell you guys things that you already know about your situations, right? So you guys already know these things. I don't need to reverberate them for you, right? You know this. What is it that I'm here right now to help you with, that I can help you with? So 8 of Cups, Chariot, 9 of Cups. Oh, okay. Why did 3 more cards? Okay, so hold on. So somebody could have just walked away, or there is somebody's moving forward, right? Coming back around, but it looks like so in this card, can you see that it looks like that they're turning? So there's a pivot. Remember I said that August 8th, there is, because that's Lionsgate 8-8, and there is a turning point. There's a line that's going to be drawn in the sand, a turning point, a switch, or something that's going to take place where there's a change up, okay? And the way that he's leaning, it's almost like somebody in the past was going a certain direction, but there's a change up of that direction and they're turning. And so this could be somebody in your life. This could be you who's changing up something, who's drawing a line. Maybe there's something that happened in a friend group or with a family or in finances with business. Maybe you're fed up with your job. Maybe you're tired of feeling the way you're feeling health-wise. Whatever it is, there's a turning point, right? This is Cancer energy. Then you also have that Leo energy. The 8 of Cups, Piscean energy. Walking away, moving on from a situation. So somebody is turning the page or changing direction. I'm just kind of channeling what I'm hearing as I'm going through this. And they're moving into walking away, or in the past, they changed direction. This could have happened recently. Right now, they're walking away or moving away from something in their life when they changed this direction, or this was the direction they were going that caused the betrayal, and now they're deciding to go it alone. I hear you can see that she's going alone, right? 8, right? We talk about 8, and this is also Piscean energy, okay? Going towards wishes, dreams. 9 of Cups, wishes coming true. They're going towards, or you are going towards, which is a wish come true. So this could be in a career, this could be a direction in life, this could be a move, this could be a vacation or traveling or going to see somebody or friends or something that you have wanted to do. And maybe that's you drawing the line in the sand for yourself, but also, we're doing it collectively as well. So if you're new to tarot, what I read for within the soul cycle is happening parallel in collective. So with politics, or I mean, so the line in the sand that's drawn 8-8 is also going to be the line in the sand drawn collectively somehow politically in the entertainment business, in big pharma, in, I don't know, real estate, in, okay, what else, in the job market, in the stock market, healthcare. You know, there's going to be something parallel to what I read in the collective and what's happening for you on a personal level. It's parallel. The energy is parallel because there's different circles running. If I could get my circles to go the right way, they mirror each other, right? Just like if you had a soulmate or a twin flame and you were mirroring them in some way, you know, you could be mirroring them physically, you could be mirroring them emotionally. The things that you're thinking, they could be thinking. Same thing with the things that people are thinking in the collective. It could be what people are thinking in the soul cycle. Just know that. Okay, so somebody is in, so the cards to my left are usually the past, the present, and the future, even though it's all happening at the same time. They went a direction that this could have been somebody who reconciled with somebody else in their life, thinking that they were, you know, like, they were going to go take a vacation. They might have found this person while they were, or came across this person while they were on vacation. Yeah. But they're turning away from this. There were trust issues. Maybe they got betrayed in some type of soulmate connection. They're having to refuel. They're having to, like, this fresh start, this starting again. There's been a lot of new beginnings, closing up of karmic cycles, right? Putting the pieces together regarding some type of soulmate connection that wasn't meant to be and one that was meant to be, maybe. But learning, oh, this connection that they were in was not fun. It was very stressful. They've been through the ringer. They couldn't understand. They were confused. They were being made to be confused by third-party energy. Anybody who was interfering, trying to convince them if they wanted to go one direction, or this could be you, if you wanted to go one direction and somebody in your family, somebody in your friend group, somebody who had their grip on you. You know, I've talked about it in my other reads before I left the channel for a while, but somebody had some type of coercion tactic, blackmail, manipulation over you to keep you where you were for their comfort or their financial benefit, or to keep an eye on you, or to control you, or this is your person. And you or somebody has woken up to this, starting to put the puzzle pieces together about if this was truly for you, truly your wishes, your dreams, what you wanted. This is either saying that you are, or you are being encouraged to right now get a clearer understanding. Like there's clarity. Maybe that is the line in the sand, you know, that drawing the line as of August 8th, like up to that point, there's a complete clarity on what is happening currently in regards to, could be 3 people, 2 girls, 2 women, maybe decision, you know, 2 puzzle pieces, 2 people, 2 parts of the heart, right? When we're looking at numerology, it's time to change up. There has to be a change. There has to be a change in your life. Something happened in my life a little while ago. I was given an opportunity, and I thought to myself, you know, if I keep doing the same things, keep responding the same way, if I keep behaving or acting or keep going down the same road, nothing will ever change. So if I want change, I have to do something different. And that's kind of what took me off the channel. You know, I changed things in my life that I wanted changed for me, and it has made me a better person and has put me on a different road, one that I can be on now, that I can be here for you, to help you. But this is what your person or you might be doing at this time, is taking that detour, right? Okay, now these 3 cards came out. I always make such a mess of these. I'm just glad, like, you can see it like that, but oh my gosh, let's hope that, okay, good. I'm still recording. This was kind of last minute today. I wasn't quite ready to come on, but I was like, you know, I'm being pushed to do it, so maybe there's somebody out there who needed to hear this message, who needed validation or needed me to, not me, but needed the message that I was supposed to bring to you, I guess. And so that being said, the reason why I say that is because my microphone wasn't fully charged, so I'm a little worried about it going off. So I'm going to make this a little shorter, and I say that at 30. Oh, 30. Look that number up. That was what I just saw, 30. And when you just heard me talk about that and say 30, whatever you were thinking about at that moment, it'll address it when you Google 30, angel number. It'll tell you something about what you were thinking at that moment. That's how that works, okay? So these 3 cards came out at the same time. I haven't seen them. I haven't looked at them. But let's find out what they are. So yeah, you're close. You're almost there. Don't stop. Just keep going. Whatever it is that you've been thinking, whatever it is that you have become very curious about, right? Page of Pentacles, keep going, right? You are gaining knowledge and studying, this hermiting, this turn, this detour that you're making is going to be so beneficial for you, because what you learn from it about yourself, what you are able, so if there's been so much noise, and this could have been something here where there was so much fun happening. What just came to my mind is Percy Jackson, that movie, Percy Jackson and what is it? I can't remember. It's a Percy Jackson movie. And it was when they were in the casino and they were eating the lotus flowers. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Hopefully I'm not going to ruin it, but it's super old. So hopefully I won't ruin it for anybody. But when they're eating those lotus flowers and it keeps them stuck in a mind frame of an era, of a time, of a situation, they're just stuck in the 70s, I believe. And that could be exactly what has been happening to either you or your person. Like you've been stuck in this way of thinking. This could be because of family culture. It could be because of this is the way we do it. Shit that I cannot stand. This could be because you or your person cares more about what other people whose opinions mean nothing, because they're not the ones living in your shoes, sleeping in your bed, I'm not going to say that, but doing your daily things. They're not you, but yet you or your person care more about what those people think of you doing that or them doing that than they do or you do about yourself thinking of who you are. You are the one who has to look at yourself in the mirror. They have to look at themselves in the mirrors. And that's what matters. And that's why I get so passionate about that. It's like, it does not matter what anybody thinks of you. It is what you think of you. It is, so when it comes to family culture, if they aren't good for you, break that shit. If it is, this is how we do it. Well, when they did it, it was not the same time period dealing with the same issues and the same social culture of when they did it. Obviously it was in the past, so you can't compare apples to apples. Okay, I'm stopping on my rant, but there might have been somebody who, either you or somebody in your life, who was eating the lotus flowers, metaphorically speaking, right? And they've been stuck, or you have been stuck. And by August 8th, I just keep getting that by August 8th, there is like this aha moment or these epiphanies or breakthroughs. What else? 5 of Cups, being left out. Somebody felt left out, but feeling left out of what's happening around you means nothing compared to feeling left out in your own life. Like, of your own life, you are the one who has to live your life, right? So your opinion matters, not your families, not your friends, not your leaders, not nobody, nothing, not your job, not anything, except you and God, right? You and the universe, you and God, whatever you believe in, that's what matters, because they know the true intentions of your heart. Okay, so my message as I'm closing this up is there is going to be, or there has been, an awakening, and I am here today. I was pushed to come here today, a little unprepared okay, I gotta split again. What is it? Okay, this could be in regards to, here's soulmate, in regards to marriage, love. Maybe somebody's questioning a marriage, or you know, where their true heart lies, what relationship they truly, let's see, where was that part? Hold on. Interference in maybe a true soulmate. Now this says on a soul connection, meant to be. Maybe they're in something or you're in something that's not meant to be, and you know it, but eating the lotus flower is easier than being on that lonely road. But I'm here to tell you that that lonely road, not so lonely and not so sad when it hits you and you figure it out and you have found yourself. And something I do want to tell you is that I just heard this, and I can attest to this. I testify to this. The closer you are to your true soul's purpose, your true soul's mission, and if you're in a relationship or at a job or in a family structure, that your soul is not happy and screaming to you about waking up your intuition, about saying, this is not where you belong. This is not who you are. This is not, you know, who the F cares what anybody thinks of which direction you go, what decisions you make. Oh, I have had plenty of people question me, and I have been called all sorts of things. I have had people talk behind my back, and I know it. I know what's being said. I have had shit said. Yeah, I have had huge disses. I've been thrown under the bus. I have been, you know, lied about. I know what's been out there. I know it helps when you're hella intuitive. I know what's been out there. And you know what? I don't give a shit about any of it. And that is one thing that has carried me through. And when you can get past that, your whole world changes. And I can promise you that. And the closer you are to where your true soul purpose is, your true soul mission, you know, and you don't have to be out there. Like, I don't walk out and start preaching to people. I don't talk about this stuff unless somebody asks me about it. You know, I don't overburden or overlay unless there's somebody who wants to talk to me about it, then I'll talk with them. And so you don't have to be out there if you don't want to, but going the direction on the path of, you know, listening to your intuition, opening up that third eye, the closer you are to your soul's purpose, the closer you are to your soul mission, whatever that is, the happier God or the universe is, because that's the reason you were created. And that's the right direction. You're facing the right direction. Blessings and opportunities and money and things and hope and people like are all attracted into you. Like, if you just become this light and things come to you, and like instant manifesting. And the closer you are to your soul purpose or your soul mission, the quicker, the more instant manifesting wishes, dreams, hopes, things you didn't even expect to happen, it happens. And I testify to that because that has been happening to me. And that's why I knew that I was supposed to come on today. I've been coming this direction, and more and more and more things over these last few months have just been pouring in for me. And I'm hella grateful for that. And you're protected. If anybody wants to fuck with you, you know what? They can't, because you're protected by God and the universe when you're heading towards your soul mission, because that balances out the energy. It doesn't fucking matter what anybody else thinks. That's the thing. It's like, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. If they think I'm crazy or I'm a witch or I'm psychotic or off my rocker, or, you know, my life would prove otherwise if you saw the money that fell in my lap, good job opportunities, right? The friends I've started to make, the opportunities I've started to have, you know, people would disagree if maybe they saw the rest of the story, but, you know, a lot of people don't know me personally, and they don't see my life right now. When I want something, because I'm in alignment with my intentions being pure, you know, I don't want a fancy car. I don't need a fancy car. I don't want a fancy car. It's not in alignment with me. But when I wanted to become healthier, or I wanted to feel better about myself, or I wanted to get this certain place that I have now that I knew would be, you know, amazing, that stuff just fell in my lap. And because I was in alignment with it, I was able to instant manifest it. And my intentions in doing this channel is to help others. I don't ask for crazy off the wall stuff, not saying that you can't get that, but it has to be in alignment of why would I need it? Why would I need a fancy car? Why would I need, you know, why, if I don't care what people think about me? I wanted this place that I in, and I work, there was a lot of shifting for it, but I got it because I knew it would be the best for my channel. It brings in a lot of light. I love the multiple levels of balconies. I feel very blessed that this place feels like home for me, so that I can love where I'm at. The things that I'm doing health-wise, I can love who I am. I love what I see for me. And that's, I think what the message is it's time to wake up to love who you are for you, where you are for you, what you want to be doing for you, the direction you want to go for you. There's no more, don't eat any more lotus flowers, no more of being stuck. There's no reason to be stuck where you are if you are unhappy. And I think that's what this message is about. This is either for you or for, somebody in your life who might be going through this, but by August 8th, there's that cutoff where I think there's going to be a real awakening of that principle for somebody. Hopefully I have brought a message to somebody who needed it. I'm glad to be back, you guys. Love you. Take care. Bye.